Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Galvin with another post-ER shift update, COVID update, rather. I'm going to briefly talk about Omicron again today, kind of where we are at. Summary of my weekend in the ER. We're busy. We have no staff. Wait times are high. We're still seeing a fair amount of COVID, although it's not overwhelming like it was. Unfortunately, we're still, I just intubated somebody the other day, or last night rather, with severe COVID and unimmunized. It's a broken record that people are coming in really, really sick. They're all unimmunized. We're really not seeing immunized people. Let's quickly, we haven't run the numbers in quite a while. So worldwide, since this started, almost 2 years ago, we've had 266 million cases worldwide. We've had 5.3 million deaths. In the US, we've had 49 million cases, 787,000 deaths. Right now, the 7-day running average is about 82,000 cases a day and around 1,000 deaths a day. So still, right now, 1,000 people a day are dying of COVID, which is still very disturbing. We still don't have great immunization numbers in the US. We know that immunization certainly helps, but now we got Omicron coming along that seems to be somewhat evasive to vaccines, but we don't really know, is it going to be a problem or not? What do we need to worry about? And so this is what we really kind of need to know. There's sort of three things. One, is it more transmissible than Delta? Now, Delta is highly transmissible, meaning it's very easy to get it. It's hard to compete against that because Delta is so, will basically beat up any other virus that comes along because it's more contagious. If Omicron is more transmissible than Delta, then that's a problem. The next question is it more virulent? Meaning, does it make you sicker or not as sick? Which is another important piece. If it makes you sicker than Delta, and Delta makes people very, very sick, then that's a big concern. Preliminary data out of South Africa indicates that it may be less severe than Delta. However, it's not a great population to look at because they have a very low vaccination rate and not great record keeping. And the people are reporting are generally younger, and they are mentioning that there are quite a few children coming down with Omicron. Now, I do have a friend in South Africa who's a physician, and she says that they're not seeing huge numbers, which is very good news. The last question is it immune evasive or not? Can it evade our immune system if we've either been vaccinated or previously had COVID and have sort of natural immunity? And so those are the three possible scenarios. And so if it's more transmissible and more virulent, but not immune evasive, then what's going to see is that vaccinations will contain Omicron just like it contains everything else. And we can probably manage that pretty well. If it's more virulent, and potentially immune evasive, but not more transmissible, then that's probably the best scenario because Delta will not really allow it to, if it's less transmissible than Delta, then Delta will kind of push it out. And we might just be seeing these Omicron numbers in South Africa because of such a low vaccination rate. And potentially, when it gets to a place with a much higher vaccination rate, it'll just peter out. Number three is sort of what looks like is going on, is that it's potentially immune evasive. It's more transmissible, but potentially less virulent, which means a lot of people are going to get sick, but they're not going to get really, really sick. It still looks like vaccination protects you from those severe illnesses. We don't really have enough data yet. It's a little bit early to tell, and probably the next couple of weeks are really going to give us more answers. Let me just look at my notes here. I think one of the concerning things is that they're seeing a rapid increase in Omicron in the UK, which is highly vaccinated. But again, it's preliminary data. It looks like it's tripling in numbers, percentage-wise, of Omicron versus Delta in the UK every 3 days or so. But again, very preliminary numbers. So I'll keep you updated. That's what we know so far. Don't get freaked out. We don't know enough. We'll probably know more in 2 weeks. I think I said that with the last video, but we just need more time to sort of analyze the data. In the meantime, do the things that work. Wash your hands, wear a mask, avoid big crowds. Stay away from people who are sick. Stay home if you're sick. Get vaccinated. just protect yourselves, look out for other people, do the right thing, and we'll get through all this. Everybody have a great day. I will post again next weekend. I have another full weekend in the ER, and I'll follow up with you then. Have a great night. Bye.